Hello and welcome to the Paddy OC channel, and today on the show I'm going to be telling you how Geelong can go back to back. Now, starting off with their attitude, they can't be content with what they have. Now they need to still be hungry and have that drive for success, which this mainly applies to their older players, but Geelong they do have a lot of old players. So if they're not hungry for success, their premiership chances aren't there. But if they are, they're probably the best team in the competition still. And then, will they play their young recruits more often, or will they keep some old stars in the team? Now, this is interesting. It probably depends on what the team lineup looks in round one, as long as we have no injuries. Like if we play, I don't know, Jai Clark, Tanner Broon and Jack Bowes in the same team, and we, for example, drop someone like Danger every now and then, like omit him, we can sort of tell where we're going to go this season, like starting a bit of a rebuild, maybe not a fully blown rebuild, more of a refreshing of our list. But if we've got relatively, give or take, the same lineup as the grand final, except for Selwood and maybe a couple others, then we know that we're trying to reach for another premiership again. And if we have that lineup, maybe including a Jai Clark to get some more speed out of the midfield and keep the engine room going, and Jack Bowes will probably get a game as well, then we're definitely going to be very close to getting another premiership. Now, depending on how the finals go, I think we're going to dominate the home and away season if we do decide to go down that path, just because we're the reigning premiers and we're still definitely the best side in the competition as of right now, and probably as of round 1 and round 2 and round 3 as well, depending, and then after that we'll see where it goes. And then our next captain, which is a very important one, Patrick Dangerfield is the obvious one. He plays like a warrior, as we saw in the grand final, and he's changed his finals play style a bit. Now, watching in maybe not as much 2020, but maybe 2019, 2017, 2016, he sort of looked like that he felt he had to do everything and maybe didn't have enough support. But now with Parford in there, Cameron Guthrie in there, you've got, maybe we'll throw Max Holmes in there, who will really get some help us get some speed out of the middle. He'll be able to play the style he wants to without worrying about putting the whole team on his back, if you know what I mean. Now, this will also help him in finals as well, because he'll have support and he'll be able to play a brand of footy that helps us win games and win finals. He has the warrior mentality. He's always wanted to win. He may be a bit up himself at times, but that's sometimes a good thing when you're the captain of a footy team. You need to have self-confidence. So he may have a lot of it. Some would argue too much, but I think it's just the right amount to be a quality captain for the remainder of his career. And then, if not Geelong, then who? Now, I need to be careful here because I'm going to make more videos about a couple teams. For example, Sydney and Collingwood, and I'll try not to dive too deep into them this video. Now, I want to look past Collingwood for reasons that I'll explain later in another video, and look past Sydney, which obviously after losing it by 80 points in a grand final, they're going to lose some confidence, and this year probably will not be their year. Now, you could look at Fremantle, but I think they're a year away yet, and you arguably could look at Carlton, but I think they're also a couple years away from really having a good flag tilt. And then you're left with Brisbane, and you obviously have to look at Melbourne as well, bringing in Lockie Hunter and Brodie Grundy. However, I think after that final series performance, they're going to have to go back to the drawing board a little bit and sort of reset. However, I still think they'll be a finals team. And then you look at Brisbane with Marcus Adams, Harris Andrews, you've got Kitty Coleman, Daniel Rich, and you've got a midfield of Dunkley, Neal, Berry, Dane Zorko, Hugh McCluggage, Will Ashcroft, the names go on, and then a forward line with Charlie Cameron, Rayner, Danaher, Gunston, Bailey, McCarthy's a solid forward as well. Now, looking at that on paper, they should definitely be in the top 4 teams in the competition and making a flag tilt, but it depends how the season plays out. They might not be as good as we thought they would be, but I think they will be up there in the best teams in the competition next year, and if it's not Geelong, I think it will be them. Anyway, thank you for watching. That has been my first Paddy video under the name Paddy OC. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.